we're just doing it's full romance.
I learned during this podcast that I could do the Beetlejuice voice, so I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, it's very good.
I can do the musical one too, but that's not relevant to this right now.
Put in the comments.
Yep, I'll put it in the comments.
No,
did you know that they made a musical based off of this?
Did they?
Yeah. And it's so much better. It's so much better than the movie version.
Wow.
This is a very common thing, though, and we were talking about it, is that there are a lot of 80s like cult classic movies that got turned into musicals that are just like banging musicals. You got Heathers. You got Legally Blonde. You got Beetlejuice.
There were some musicals that were turned back into movies that were not great, like Cats.
Yeah, Cats. anything that was a movie is fair game to be turned into a musical. I don't think that anything that's a musical is fair game to be turned into a movie.
It doesn't always work out as well.
I'm waiting until like 10 or 15 years from now when somebody goes, you know what? I'm going to make the colonial, like, historical equivalent of Hamilton, and it's going to be Hamilton, but set in the 1700s. And I'm going to go to it very excited to watch that train wreck go down.
Speaking of musicals, Joker 2 was turned into a musical.
I did hear that it's a musical. I did hear about that, and I don't know how many millions of dollars Lady Gaga got paid to write a song for it. Apparently a lot.
She did good. Yeah.
She won. For sure she won. Look, anybody who got paid from that movie won, because most of the time, the way that movies work, as we've probably talked about a couple of times, everybody that works on the project at the beginning gets paid. So anybody who worked on pre-production, production, post-production, they all get paid. The people who don't, executives, producers, and the people who get most of their stipend from royalties.
Yeah, and profits.
So usually what happens is somebody feels like a project's going to go really well. They try to get royalties off the project. That usually happens in television a lot more.
That happened with Robert Downey Jr.
It did happen with Robert Downey Jr., which he should.
His foresight was very good.
Yeah, and if they don't, they take their paycheck and run, which happens. Which is why a lot of like bad movies happen, because everybody in the project's like, "Hey man, we're getting our paycheck regardless, so who cares?" Which is pretty cool, which is why I'm of the opinion that they should just switch everybody to a base pay rate with royalties.
Yeah.
Because that gives them a better incentive to do better.
Yes. And we want movies to do better.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, all the time.
Horrible.
That's a different story that I've heard. It has a weird, crazy thing happening behind it. But
maybe. But we don't know for sure. What we do know is that we both watched Beetlejuice.
Yeah. And
And
both have a similar opinion that it was just okay.
We also both know that it was created when I was born in 1988.
That's crazy. I was not.
No, you were not.
I was born a certain amount of years later than Jarvis, which you can put in the comments.
A twinkle in your parents' eyes.
Let's just say Jarvis may or may not have been edging middle school. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
She was born in 2001. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel very old. Extremely. Not as old as Beetlejuice, though.
Yeah.
How many times have we said his name already?
Enough to get him here. You know what's crazy? Everybody else in this story has a legitimate name, except for him.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder what the backstory is to all of this. Because there seems to be something more interesting than this story going on with him.
You know what I think?
You're smiling awkwardly like you kind of know but don't.
Dude, you know what? I think, with all the TV shows that they've made about people's jobs, starting with like The Office and actually even before that, like Cheers was in a bar.
Yeah.
But The Office and then Parks and Rec, and then you've got Abbott Elementary. Like wasn't there another one about the people that do wildlife rescue in cities. I don't know.
Are you about to pitch a Office-style Beetlejuice show?
Yes, for the DMV. Like, there's tons of stories in there. You know what I mean? With the people coming in and getting checked in, all the
honestly,
people characters.
yeah, I'd watch all of that immediately.
That could be funny.
I would watch that.
People always coming in and out. Of course, all the people that work together have their own shtick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
There's an arc where Beetlejuice has to work at the DMV again, but he's just like a front desk receptionist.
yeah, and he keeps messing everything up until they fire him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He just doesn't go on script at all, and it doesn't work.
Dude, I could totally see somebody make that. Hey, if they do make this, we want credit for pitching it.
Yeah, I'll get into a writer's room for you. I'll make sure that whatever silly things that you want to happen in the show also have like a deeper emotional meaning. We'll get behind the fact that Beetlejuice is hiding his actual like personality behind this weird, grotesque man that no one wants to be around, and we'll get to the bottom of why. Very grunkle Stan. Okay, yeah, I'll hijack that reference that I have no idea if it's accurate or not.
Yeah, he's that wacky. He's like the what's it called? If you've seen The Office, he's the Michael Scott of the show.
If you have a
very
disjointed family, he's that one grandparent that no one really wants to talk to.
Who says a bunch of like horrible racist things casually.
Yeah, any time that you go and see them, you're like, "Oh, hi, how are you doing? Yeah, my life's going great." They go, "Yeah, you'd look better if you weren't a fat bitch."
Yeah, that
you're like, "Oh, okay, I remember why I don't talk to you." Yeah, you know the type. I also have the type.
And of course, he always smells funny too.
Yeah, and they judge you for how you smell for some reason. That's exactly who Beetlejuice is.
Like he looks like he smells.
Yeah, he doesn't just look at. You can basically smell him from the screen.
Yeah,
yeah, like onions, but onions that went bad, and then you cooked them. It is very the Grinch.
Yeah, Beetlejuice. Anyways, it's a movie.
How would you rate it?
How would I rate it?
Yeah, on our little weird arbitrary scale.
For me, just speaking for myself, watch it, and then you don't have to watch it anymore after that if you don't want to.
I'll go one step up and I say own it because I feel this way about all cult classics.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, this is to be honest, it does feel like a very like. If you're gonna rewatch it, you rewatch it once a year around Halloween because that's the time to do it.
Yeah, it does. It has an important place in movie history, I think.
I'm gonna do something unprecedented for this podcast, just to give like a fair take, and I'm gonna hand my microphone to our producer, and ask her rating of this movie.
Wow, hey guys,
so what's your rating on our arbitrary scale?
And why? Yeah. We want to know. People in the comments, they want to know.
You have to own it. Why would you not? I hate this. I have the headsets on, so I hear myself like double. Why would you not own it? It's a classic. Own it? Why would you own it? Because of Scooby-Doo.
So this is it's like adult Scooby-Doo for you.
It's like exactly like adult Scooby-Doo. Lydia's Velma. Where's the ghost chase? They have one with this.
They are literal ghosts.
The sandworm. I guess that's true. Yeah. It is adult Scooby-Doo. It's like as close as you could get to watching Scooby-Doo as an adult without watching Scooby-Doo. And I love Scooby-Doo. I would own it left, right, and like we're owning it everywhere in the house. How many of them would you own? I'd own like 3. I think I already own like 2. I'd buy it again. Well, if you owned one before and I owned one, then we definitely have 2. Yeah, we definitely have 2. Okay, you can take this back now.
Definitely want to see what you guys. I'm very curious as to what you guys will think of Beetlejuice.
Yeah, and if you made it this far and you heard Sybil for the first time, put "Yay Sybil" in the comments, but spell it correctly. I'm not going to tell you how. You figure it out. So yeah, to wrap this up, don't kill yourself.
Please don't.
Watch the movie because
then you have to go through the DMV.
Yeah,
nobody wants to do
that. That's actually they do make a note about that in the movie that if you do that, you end up working at the DMV for the rest of eternity. Yeah, that's what the front desk lady said.
That's the TV show though.
That is the TV show.
How did you get here?
Well, isn't that a little obvious to everybody now? Anyways. Are you doing the thing? Am I doing the thing? We hope that your day is very stinky and abhorrent.
Yeah. I hope it's the worst day you've ever had, and I hope you don't have any better days ahead of you.
Bye.
This is Beetlejuice review.
Yeah.
We out.
Hey, full-time MFers. You like this video? 'Cause we sure did. If you liked it, maybe you should share it with your friends. Maybe like the video and subscribe.
If we were you, that's what we would do. I mean, if I was watching this,
I'd be all over that.
Like, and I'd hit that share, and then I would hit that subscribe in that order.
Yeah. There's also another video that's popped up. YouTube thinks you like this one, so you should watch that one now.
See you next time.